As I told you in the first practice set that in these two books, Objective English Easy to Hearts Part 1 and Part 2, I have written such sets, I have given such sets and such techniques that any student, even from a village, who does not know English at all, can easily my experience. I have spent years on making techniques in these books. So without spending a lot of time, let me take you to the second practice set, how you should work on English. Look at the screen, please. And before I take you to the practice set, I have already mentioned in my previous video that price of one book is $6.99, and here I am showing you these sets so that you can have a kind of feeling what kind of questions are included, what kind of explanations are given, and how good or bad this book is in comparison to the books available in the market. I can say only one thing: there are such techniques in these books that only I know in India. I am going to show only I know in the whole country. So I will be showing you from time to time. Let me show you. Now let us begin the common error section from set 2. Again, from question number 1 to 4, you have common error questions. In each question, you have 4 parts. One of the parts of the sentence contains a grammatical error. You have to find out that part. Let us see what is the problem in question number 1. No sooner had I left for the office when it started raining. No sooner had I left for office when it started raining. No error. So here problem is in the word when. If you are a teacher also and are interested in learning English at higher level, or you want to take your language to next level, please work on these 2 books. You will feel more than happy. And try to explain these things. Explanation is always important, because generally what happens, teachers find it difficult to explain the sentence grammatically. Grammar is a, what should I say, Achilles heel for the teachers. So here the word when is wrong. Why is it wrong? When a clause begins with no sooner, then 2 things need to be taken care of. Number 1, whether inversion has been done or not, this verb. So far as if you do not know inversion, what inversion is, I have written about inversion in my first part. This is from adverb chapter, inversion. Whenever we place a verb before subject, it is called inversion. So when a clause begins with no sooner, the second clause begins with than, not with when. So in place of when, it should be than. Look at question number 2. Neither my mother nor my elder brothers was with me at the time. C, no error D. Here in this question, this word was is wrong, because its subject, elder brothers, my elder brothers, is plural. You must be knowing, I have posted a video of subject and verb agreement. You can go to that, you can refer to that video. When 2 nouns or pronouns are connected with either or, neither nor, the second part of that subject is the second part of the noun or pronoun is the subject. So here my elder brothers is the subject, which is plural, and therefore the verb should also be plural. Look at question number 3. Question number 3 says, do you have any information about train times? In this question, the word informations is wrong. Information in English is an uncountable noun. We do not add SVS with it. When we add SES, the sentence, that word becomes wrong. So remove S. Question number 4. The discussion focused at the problems of farmers. The problem in this question is the word at, because the word focus is followed by preposition on, not at. Focus on. Focus on your work, not focus at your work. Question number 5 to 7. Question number 5 to 7 are filler questions. I have already told you that in my part 1 book, I have written a technique called EcoPage technique. You go through that technique, you won't miss any question, you can guess any question. Were you aware the risks involved at the time? So here answer will be of. Aware is followed by preposition of. Therefore, it should be your answer. There was no lack. Food for the guests. What will be the answer? Answer will be of. Lack is followed by preposition of. Now, look at question number 7. She sat at the table in silence. Her dinner. Her dinner. The answer will be B. Phrase, this picking at will be the correct answer. Why will it be the correct answer? Because picking at means to eat something slowly. Pick at food or pick at your dinner means to eat something very slowly. So here, her dinner. So far as meanings and explanations of the remaining 2 phrases, pick up with and pick up is concerned, they are given in the answer section. Please refer to that. Why I am not discussing each and every option? Because it will take more and more time, and therefore I want to be able to discuss several sets. So my purpose is to give you more and more sets instead of discussing each and everything from a practice set. Rain clouds were hanging at the horizon. These questions 8 and 9 are sentence improvement questions. So there should be you need to improve them. So rain clouds were hanging at the horizon. So here loomed at, loom over. And so sometimes it so happens that if you look at the sentence carefully, the answer automatically comes out. So if you look at this part, were will be followed by a verb in the 4th form. So your answer will be looming at. Looming at means hanging over something. Next, question number 10. Look at question number 10. Question number 10 is active and passive. In part 1, this book, I have written a technique called Submavia technique. I will discuss that technique very soon. With the help of that technique, you can guess what question is coming beforehand. You can guess an active or passive question. The way I am explaining, you can easily understand whether I am telling you the truth or it is marketing. I will show you what technique I have written. If you know that technique, Submavia technique that I am talking about from this book, your mind will be 100 times ahead of the question frame. I will show you how. So thousands of people have deserted the village. Here, always remember when we talk about active and passive voice. An active voice sentence contains 4 parts: subject, auxiliary verb, main verb, and object. So you don't have to do anything. You have to reorder the 4 words. You have to reorder the 4 words and you have to use the correct form of the word be. So this sentence, thousands of people have deserted. This is in present perfect tense. So it should be, here itself you can check the villagers. So it should be have been deserted. So the part A, B cannot be the answers. And question number, here I am going down. So let me take you to these 2 options and you check. The villages have been deserted. The villages have been deserted by thousands of people. Your answer is C, because here have been is followed by been. Have is followed by been. Now look at question number 11. I have nothing further to say. I have nothing further to say. This is a little better question than the first one. And I have nothing further to say. So it is infinitive based question. So I have nothing further to be said. Your answer will be B. Please refer to Submavia technique in part 1. Everything is mentioned. Now from question number 12 to 13, you have direct and indirect speech. Again, in my first part, here in this part, I have written a technique called Ricavia technique. With the help of Ricavia technique, I assure you that you can solve any question, and with little practice, you can even start predicting the questions. Again, I am going to present those techniques as well. Now have a look. Ranjan said, I go to my work by public bus. Remember a shortcut trick, the technique that I was talking about, that I have written some technique, Ricavia technique. What Ricavia technique is, listen to it for only 10 to 15 seconds, because my main aim is to give you more and more practice it, so that you can keep this video in front of you and do practice it differently. So when we change a direct speech statement into indirect speech, then only five changes are made. Number one, the reporting verb is changed. The part reporting verb, it changed according to the statement given within the inverted commas. Then the two parts are to be connected, so we need a conjunction. 3 changes are made in the statement that are given within the inverted commas. Those 3 changes are change in pronouns, change in verb tenses, and change in words denoting time and space. Keep these 5 changes. It is hardly 15 to 20 minutes chapter, and then you can predict any question. I will discuss that technique very soon. You just subscribe my channel so that you can know something in English which no one knows. And I assure you that you must not have heard about all these techniques anywhere before I am discussing. So these books are actually atom bombs of knowledge, not of in a negative manner. So Ranjan said, here Ranjan said is a reporting verb. I go to my work by public bus. So here that will come, and this I go is in simple present tense. It will change to simple past tense. So Ranjan said that he went to his work by public bus. I think it should be I go to my work. So here went, goes, went. I go to, here I not, he goes. He went to his work by public bus. Have I made mistake in keeping the options? That he went to his work by public bus, and that he went to his work by public bus. So these two options are same, so you can go for either. I apologize for this. Let me see once again. Let me see it closely. Ranjan said that he went to his work by public bus. Ranjan, oh sorry, answer will be A, because here it is told. Here said will remain, so answer will be A. Sorry for that. Sorry for the confusion, because I was missing the detail. Now look at question number 13. Do you think she will come to see you today? Said Rohit to his friend. Now here it will be changed to ask. Rohit asked his friend. Rohit asked his friend. So first change will come in asked. And because the sentence is beginning with an auxiliary verb, then conjunction will be if. And this sentence, think, is in simple present, so it will change into simple past. And here it is simple future, so it will change into past, would. So let us see where it is. So Rohit asked his friend if he thought that she would coming to see him that day. So your answer will be this one, because here, sorry, it won't be, because here it is said. Here it is said, so it cannot be. Asked his friend, that here it can be again, cannot be again correct answer, because two conjunctions have been used. Rohit asked his friend if he thought that she, again this will not be the right answer, because the verb has not been changed. So your right answer, only one is left, and this is answer D. So you see in this way. Now question number 14, and please, if when I am explaining these questions I have not kept any answer in front of me, and therefore even if these are my books, I'll have to see where these options are missing, or my eyes are missing details. So do not feel bad that sir himself does not know his answer. It's not the case, because this is natural speaking, no help, no hints, no, nothing, no page, right? So disappointed, disappointed means unhappy because something has not happened as per your desire. So unhappy will be the right answer. Meticulous means carefully in your work. Meticulous means careful in your work. When you are thorough, when you are very, very careful. So thorough should be careful. Careful will be the right answer. Another word that was coming to my mind for thorough is one, and one meticulous, careful. I have written that word in the answer section, 2-3 very, very good words. You can check. I don't remember those words, but of course I'll take you to the answer and they'll tell you. Meticulous, then we have enormous. Enormous you must be knowing, big in size, huge, very huge in size. So it should be minute because minute means very small. The next questions are idioms and phrases. Next questions are idioms and phrases. We have already discussed how to do idioms and phrases. Hand in glove. This is a very common idiom when two or more than two people come together to cheat someone else. They are said to be in hand in glove. So protection of a limb, no. In trouble, put on your dress. Work together to cheat. Answer D will be the right answer. Now talking about birds of a feather. When we talk about birds of a feather, that means we are talking about people of similar character, similar in nature. So people who help one another, wrong answer, who are similar in character, B will be the right answer. Now look at those coming two questions which are one word substitution. The practice of breeding and caring for birds is called aviculture. Shortcut route is avi means bird, culture means breeding. So aviculture. Weaning means grape, culture means breeding. That means when grapes are cultured for wine purpose, they are called weaning culture. Varo means varus and logy means study. So study of varus is called varology. Ornithus means bird and logy means study. That means the study of bird is called ornithology. All these explanations are given in the answer section. You don't have to bother. I just know. Therefore, I went quickly, but I was not going to give you this much details because my main purpose is to give you as many practice sets as possible in very short period of time so that I can show you that only 15 days practice set under me can take you to such a height you cannot even imagine how you can change yourself in English. Now again we are back with cloze test. So see here, I am trying to place myself away from the text so that you may not have any trouble in seeing the text. Okay, so here we go. I have already told you that so far as cloze test is concerned, in cloze test, let me move a little here. In cloze test, you have to take care of environment, collocation, pattern, tone, and elimination. These 5 things, this technique, Ecopate is given in the first part of my book. So let us see some dairy cows in fields. So we are talking about cows, that means graze. When cows go to field and eat grass from there, that is called graze. So some dairy cows in fields called pastures. Dairy farmers also special food. So here the word is coming for special food. Make food will be the right answer. So dairy farmers also make special food for dairy cows. The food helps the cows give more milk in to grasses. So here in, and this is called pattern, into. That means there should be in addition to is a phrase. In addition to means besides. In addition to grasses, farmers feed. Farmers is plural and therefore there should be plural verb. So here verb is plural, feed, and because the passage is in present, so it can be fed. So farmers feed beef cattle, corn and other special food that makes them gain weight. So when an animal or a person acquires weight or their weight increases, that is called gain weight. Or if you shade some weight, that is called lose weight. So this is called pattern, collocation, environment, pattern, environment, collocation, pattern, tone and elimination. Tone and elimination. Of course, the natural flair, the natural fluency that I am speaking with needs a lot of practice. So you can develop your own language by practicing and doing the recording as I am doing. Let me now maximize my video. Hope you must have enjoyed this practice set as well. So these two books, Objective English Easy to Hearts, are such books which have no parallels in the market. There are a number of books available on English, but the techniques that I have written in these two books are not even heard of. No student must be knowing. These books were published in the year 2020, but because of COVID, I could not work on them, and now I have to bring these books into market so that thousands and thousands of students can get benefited from what techniques, what methods I have included in these books. Otherwise, if I do not make lectures, these books will remain books only, and sets will remain as normal sets as in any other book. But when I am showing you, you will feel the difference. So it is all about showing how different these books are. As I have been saying that in part 1, all 11 chapters include 11 different types of techniques. Mastering them can make you, what word should I use? Blotted. You will start glotting. There is a word called glot. When you start, bragging yourself that I know this. So because I know the techniques, I glot that I am a teacher who is different from others. No other teacher can match the kind of techniques that I have. No other. And you can understand it from the way I am explaining. That is a testimony, that is a proof of what I am. I am not, reading it. I'm not reading it. So naturally, I expect my students also to be confident enough to clear their job. And as I have told you, this has come after years of experience and years of hard work. So I am taking you to the next practice set. Just have a look.